Welcome back to Return to Monkey Island. Last time we explored the town a second time after trying to get onto LeChuck's ship. We broke somebody out of jail and found out in order to get him up, we have to make it. So today, we are going to head out to the rest of the island and see if we can find the mop tree. And I guess there's no quick, easy way to get out to the rest of the island. So we'll just go this way. And we can go to the shipyard, the forest. I don't remember where the museum is. So for now, I guess let's head to the forest. Alright, we got a sign here.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Alright, so we're probably going to get lost. We have a little playground. Oh, and there's a museum. Perfect.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Alright, let's start by looking around.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the oar, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Pretty sure we use that to swim.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Alright, we'll possibly go back there in a minute. Let's look at this.
Eyepatch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this eyepatch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
We forgot to look at this.
What was this cinder you got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. The display case is locked.
Alright, let's talk to him real quick.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eyepatch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Right, so you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Alright, let's check the storeroom door, just...
It's locked.
And out of curiosity, can we see...
There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock.
Okay. So let's see if we can look at this one.
The numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Is there any way we can make it bigger? Not yet. Okay. Let's try giving this bird a parrot, or this bird a parrot? This parrot some food?
The display case is locked.
Okay, so that's how I'm going to be able to get into it. But I need a better way to see. I'll need another lens, maybe. So let's head out and go back to the map shop and see if we can get a map of the forest. Oh, it was the other. It was Low Street. Let's go to the map shop.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Okay.
Bye.
Now, can we steal another one of these?
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Okay, so now if we go in our inventory, can we combine these?
One monocle is good, two is better.
Alright, let's head out. And let's head over back to the docks. Let's see if we can... Oh. He's new.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Alright. Let's go into here. And let's see if I can carve a little piece off.
Stay away from my mom.
Nope.
Well, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, so can we...
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
So here's a question. Can I... Is that the same wood by any chance? No. Okay. Let's, I guess, swing by the governor's mansion and see if she can tell us anything more about the food they had. Yeah. Otherwise, I think we're doing the right thing, trying to get a piece of the mop. Otherwise, we'll see if we can borrow a book this time.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Alright, one of these books was from Barbie LaFleur.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Okay, I have a trivia book, and I can't grab it. She doesn't want the stuffed animal. Okay. So we need to find a book to return to her so we can borrow a different book. I guess then our only choice right now would be to go to the shipyard.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Okay.
It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Alright, so there's a toothbrush in there. I guess for now, let's... let's go back to the museum. And we will look at the lock here with our double monocle.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Okay. And then we can go. And let's go back and get the lock for that. Actually, you know what? Let's save. And see what happens if we go. Trivia card. Let's go left. And I would assume we're just gonna pop out. Let's go left again.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Yep, okay. Alright, let's head back. And go to the locksmith again.
Hi there.
Hello. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
That is a book.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. I see a
Oh, it's
peninsula
Florida.
trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Alright, doesn't look like anything else, so let's go back and see if getting the... Well, fastest way is probably this way. Getting the monocle Eyepatch unlocks anything for us. So, let's distract the bird again. And then while the bird's eating, we will use our new key. And we're gonna get out of here.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Okay. So, now that we have the eye patch, let's go to the voodoo and see if she can fix it up for us. Is there anything else in here we see that we could pick up? Not that I can see.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous Eyepatch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Oh, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
All right. So, now we have a way to not look like Guybrush. We still need a way to get the map, so we need the recipe. So somewhere is a book that we didn't return.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Okay. Is she actually hinting at the door? No. No.
I don't see anything useful here. Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed.
Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Hey, kid.
You have anything new to say, Stan?
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
See you later.
Yep.
All right. Nothing really new there. Nothing new from the locksmith. Nothing new out back. Oh, we are on High Street. Nothing new from the voodoo lady. He needs a copy, or he needs a piece of the broom, which I need to get the book. So let's, I guess, we haven't talked to the pirate lords in a while. So I guess let's give that a chance, maybe.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
What, really?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
We did get another trivia card. How many stone monkeys are in the third ring? That was a good guess. I didn't remember. Alright, let's see if these guys have anything to say.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Alright, so at the moment we are trying to find a way to get the mop. Actually, here, we can open this up. But we need a piece of the mop handle, which in order to get the piece of the mop handle, I would assume, need to get him the recipe book so he can make this guy food. And I would guess while he is preparing that food, we will be able to cut a piece of this off and get a map of the forest. So, next time, let's see if we can handle that. For now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.